Hi. I picked a really awkward moment to film today, so you'll excuse me if things go haywire. Hi, I'm Kat. If you don't know how you got here, me neither. I am coming to you from slightly past the golden hour on a snowy Minnesota day in 1985. No, JK. It's 2025. Have you gotten to the age where you can't remember how old you are yet? Because I did. I just had a birthday like a month ago. Happy birthday to me. And I really had to think about it. Like I really had to think about it. How old am I? You know what? It don't matter and I don't care. I guess that makes me 29. Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not in my 20s anymore. So many mistakes were made. Hi guys. This is my unkempt self coming to you live from the wilds of Minnesota, where it's cold and dark most of the time right now. The solstice is coming. It will be my son's birthday. And I look forward to it passing so things can start to brighten up again. Right now it's getting darker and darker and darker. And I filmed a video about a month ago, maybe more than 5-6 weeks ago. I don't even know. I didn't put it up on the internet because I felt very self-conscious about how pleased I was with myself. I was in this headspace of feeling really good about myself and like really hopeful and optimistic. And it was sort of embarrassing. Like that's not usually what we're allowed to do as like women of a certain age, I guess, or just people, mediocre, non-famous people. Like, I don't know. It didn't feel right. And it feels really messed up to have to admit that like I was being really self-confident and really optimistic, and it felt like bragging. Where's the line? I think if I had a penis, I would have been more inclined to be like, yeah, of course. Here you go. But I don't. It's so great. It's so great to be living in the fall of patriarchy. It's 5 o'clock in 20 minutes. It's Wednesday. I don't have derby tonight. I don't have to work tonight. And I wanted to share with you the things that I have been doing because I'm so proud of myself. And also because I have been avoiding you because I didn't upload that last video. And now the coin has flipped. It got dark. I got sad. And now, like, self-confidence wise, I'm still okay. Like, I feel good. Life is beautiful. I've had a couple of rough days, but like, mostly I just want to hibernate. I just want to go to bed and read and for everybody to leave me alone. If somebody could bring me like a glass of wine and a bowl of soup and just go away. Is that normal? Is that part of the December vibes? It is for me this year. I hope that's okay. I don't care if it's not okay with you because that's a me problem. Me, myself, and I will sort it out later. So for my birthday, I acquired a few things I was going to show you. I did not put any of them somewhere I can reach. So take a drink. I'll pause while I go get them. It's just, just understand that I went off screen. You don't really have to watch it. I did film a little tiny unboxing of this.
I got a present from Pastel Fibers. Cute little string on it. Oh. Oh yeah. Texel. I forgot what I ordered. I should know. I wanted to try some. This is just some plain blue. We're home from school today. Somebody has a car. It's called the Soda Pop Play Pack. Because I too am a K-pop Demon Hunters nerd. It's more Texel, but in these colors. Look at this. Since I pulled it out without rolling it, look at all the dirt in the bottom. This is some farm wool, all right. Oh my goodness. More schmutz here. Yes. More schmutz there. Boop. Pretty. Okay, what else we got? I think maybe I won't put it back in that guy. Last one. I think this one's a braid. Called Falcor. 4 ounces of rambouillet. Oh, it's so fluffy. It's so fluffy. I'm gonna spin this with the stuff I have in the other room. Green. And peachy. The price of eggs one that Sophia sent me. Don't you think they'll be so good together? They're both rambouillet. Yeah. It's kind of creamy. Oh, there's a little bit of brown on purpose there. Falcor. Oh, it's delightful. Okay, thanks, bye.
I bought Texel fleece from Fossil Fibers, a delightful woman whose Discord I have joined. And I wanted to, well, first of all, this was K-pop Demon Hunter themed floof, which I'm a fan. Look at these colors, they're so good. And then for a little less money, I bought some of the undyed so that I can mix it up. Mixer and matcher. Maximum crinkling noises. I bought this. And then I bought one beautiful braid of rambouillet fleece named Falcor. Yes, the never-ending story. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, why? I mean, it's like barely. First of all, it's so soft. But I thought Falcor would go very well with this thing that I already had, the price of eggs, also rambouillet, and for a third ply, this mystery dye, mystery fiber that was like the only full-size, well, one of the only two, I think, full-size braids that came in that giant bag of grab bag fiber from like Mother's Day 2 years ago. It's like my favorite color, and I just keep looking at it and not spinning it. But I think these three together will be so minty and delicious. So that's my mission. And then my partner was sort of thinking about me, and he bought me three balls of Super Saver Red Heart in what he calls my color, but I think this looks more Robin's Egg Blue than mint. Like, I live in an aqua turquoise universe. This to me, I'm sorry, Kobe, I know you watch these, but this is more Aaron's favorite color than mine. This is Tar Heels Blue. But it's the thought that counts, right? So he was thinking about me, and Amazon was close at hand, and so I am now the proud recipient of wait, what's the yardage on this? 364 thrice, right? 1,902. No, 1,092 yards of lovely plastic yarn. The other thing I got for my birthday was more fossil fibers. I signed up for a club, like an annual. She's going to mail me stuff every other month for a year. So I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't done one of those in a couple of years, and I want to sign up for them, but I know that I shouldn't because I will not spin it, and I have so much already. But the urge to shop is visceral, and so I was thinking if I would just buy myself something that'll show up every other month for a year, and it's a one-time fee. That's probably the best gift that I can use birthday money for. So that's what I did. And I'm excited about it. And then I went to this really fun little, it's like a thrift store, but for art things. So it's called Art Scraps. I went there in part because I know that they have really cheap tennis balls, and my dog is a fetching dog. And so I got him 10 tennis balls at 35 cents a piece. there was a whole bucket of them. But while I was there, I sort of accidentally fell into the other bucket that was full of cones of yarn in pink and teal that have at least a little bit of wool or cotton in them. They're not all totally acrylic, I think. 20 by 2 mercerized cotton. This one says cotton, and it was Rowan yarns. And this one's the only, like, this one's probably just straight rayon. It doesn't have any information. And this one is Hohenberg Co. 2 by 10 NM, 60% cotton, 20% acrylic, 20% viscose. 7 jewel green. Made in Italy. And these were like $3 a piece or less. I don't even know. So I got myself some silly things that I'm hoping to weave with. Weaving yarns for to play with at some point, if I ever actually get weaving again. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see this thing right next to me here, but I actually finally rewarped my loom. And my other loom, I have rewarped 80% of the way. I got it totally wound on the back beam. I got it through all the heddles. I got it through all of the, what do you call it? I don't remember. The thing that moves, that goes back and forth. And then I tied it in little knots from there. And what I need to do is pull it all the way back out and have somebody hang on to the back end of it and put it back on the back beam with tension before I tie it onto the cloth beam. And that's what I have left. And then I will have both of my looms rewarped, which is way farther than I thought I was going to get. And I did it all in like a weekend or something, a week when I was off. I was very pleased with myself. I went thrift store shopping and I found another thing that I can use as a spindle holder, which I should have left for some other poor person poor sod, that's what I wanted to say, who needs one of these. It doesn't have one yet. I don't know if this is supposed to be for like your, what do you call it? Some sort of hair device or what? It says rabbit on it. It'd be really funny if it was for your sex toy, but I don't know what it's actually for, but it cost me like $5 or $8 at the thrift store, as opposed to the other thing that I bought for like $200. It's made of leather. This will probably actually fit more efficiently in my backpack if I wanted to try and bring spinning to work. So I got it. I haven't used it yet. So what am I wearing? My black Garnet Books sweatshirt. Yeah. Nothing knitted right now. I'm still in my pajamas from yesterday. What am I working on? Or do I have any finished objects to tell you about? No? Maybe? Not really. I plied some of this yarn finally. I am finally working on plying this yarn. And it is so soft. These were Rolex that I spun myself, again, from that giant grab bag in my purple yarn phase. And I spun it on the Turkish spindle that my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. And I plied it on the same thing. And look how big of a ball I managed to get. This is the first one. I have many left that need plying. I will keep working on them. It's so soft and squishy. It's so soft. I I haven't been wanting to wear my sweaters lately, except for my crappy acrylic sweater, because I am obsessed with really soft things right now. It's part of the like hibernation phase. I just want to be in the softest things. And I love a lot of my knitting, but not all of it is as soft as I would wish. And so I stole like a fuzzy thing out of Kobe's closet, and I've been wearing that. He says it's too big for him, and it was actually for his brother. But I haven't seen his brother in years, and I don't think he has either. So I guess it's for me. Work in progress. This is my at work project. I decided that I would only work on it at work. Although I would like to finish it and give it to somebody for Christmas. I think that would be a good choice. Because all I need is a foot. Maybe I can finish it this weekend. It's my weekend to work. So I have 1.5 socks. And then on a different occasion, when I needed a sock, I got out the leftovers from Sophia's socks and cast on another guy. So much more sock knitting. I mean, honestly, this could be the cuff for a sleeve too, but it's going to be a sock. So I've got 2 socks going. And then, miracle of miracles, I don't know what happened. I finally decided to get over myself. It's not perfect, but it's done. And now the only things that I have left to do, I would like to wet block it. I think that would help because, okay, let's see if you can see it. Look at how pronounced the line between where Eileen left off and where I started is. Right here. Right here. It's pretty intense. But I think I didn't twist the stitches, so I think I can block it out. But also maybe I should leave it so they can see it. Maybe it's obvious even to the untrained eye, and that would be a good thing, so that the child would know where his mother's knitting left off. I also marked, here's where I picked up my first stitch. Here's where her knitting left off and my knitting started. And this is the sleeve that she made compared to the sleeve that I made. Look at how different. Mine are so much pointier. Okay. But no, when they're closer together, it's not as bad. But when they're further apart, mine look taller. That was it. That was the reason that I freaked out and I pulled it all out and I stopped, was because I made the second sleeve and I went, they're not the same. Well, they don't have to be the same. The point is to be finished, not perfect. And I'm not her. So I don't know what I would need to do differently to get her exact tension. That was what I realized. It's like, I'm doing them a disservice. I sat on this sweater for 2 years. I took it home and I was so excited about it. And then I was so intimidated and like, it's a good thing that I had 2 years to sit on it because that's really freaking unfair. And it's a beautiful sweater. Like, it deserved to be finished a long time ago. Look how pretty that is. So the work in progress that was started by a deceased woman is complete. It is a finished object. And then the thing that got me was, here, hang on, I'm gonna move something. This isn't even all of it, but look how much yarn is left. Wow! Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more skeins of the gray. what are they going to do with it? Sit on it for the rest of their lives? I don't know. So I decided that I would cast on a mitten. I will try to make a pair of adult man-sized mittens also. So the man that the sweater was for. I mean, I told my coworker about it, and she was like, "Oh, it's so much work. You don't have to do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know I don't have to, but like, we've got all this extra yarn. What are you gonna do with it? Like, would mittens for the whole family be an appropriate use of this yarn, or hats? I just feel like something else should happen with it. It's not wasted." And so that they could have something that they can wear now. Like the grown man can't wear the child-sized sweater. This thing fits Chase. It's a little big on him. He wanted to keep it. Poor buddy. But like, I feel like there should be gifts for everybody. So I was going to try to throw a couple of other things together. Hats, mittens, I don't know. And yeah, she thinks it's too much work, but she thought the first thing was too much work. So I'm not going to listen to her. And then I signed myself up sort of on a whim for a test knit to use my fisherman's wool, ye old lion brand that I've been sitting on for a million years. And it turns out that I had gotten approved to be part of the test knit, but I didn't realize it right away. So I was behind. I've caught up. Now I'm a little bit ahead, which is great. I have a couple of weeks to finish this sweater that I have been working on all the way through to the end of the body. This is the Rita quilt sweater. Look how cute this is. It was started, right now it's still being knit flat. So it was started as a back piece, and then the shoulders were picked up and then joined. Now I'm working on the front piece. At some point I will get to attach the front and the back, and then we will begin knitting in the round. I even knit a swatch and wet blocked it. I never do that. And it proved that my gauge perfectly matched the gauge of the actual pattern, which is a small miracle because I never do that either. That's what I've been working on. Socks, test knit, plying. I've been reading a lot. I wanted to get to 50 books that I owned, not having bought all 50 of them, but I wanted to read 50 books that I owned this year because I buy a lot more books than I actually read. And I still did that. I think at least 2 of the shelves on this are books that I haven't read yet. And I have 2 other bookshelves in this room full of books I haven't read yet, or mostly. I'm starting to try and reorient them so that all the books that as I'm reading them, they're going onto the shelf so I can see it, feel a sense of accomplishment. But I hit my 50 book mark for things that I own that I read, and another almost 200 books that I borrowed from the library or read on Kindle Unlimited or whatever. So I've been reading a lot. I've been trying to focus on finishing the books that I had already started or giving up on them, because that is a problem that I have where I'll just start things and then never finish them. But also have a lot of guilt and shame about not finishing them, even though that I'm not enjoying them, obviously, which is why I put them down or whatever, or my mood changed or something. But yeah, reading, maybe even too much. Acquisitions, you saw the floof that I got. I want to spin it. I bought they changed the name of it. Wool & Pine released a sweater pattern, the Hearthside sweater. Originally they were going to call it Cozy Cottage Cardigan. and it's like a total stash bust, and it's a cardigan. It's brioche knitting, so it's gonna be super squishy. And I have some yarn that I've been sitting on for years and years that I bought it when Brie was in her yellow is my favorite color phase, and then she quickly fell out of it, and she didn't like the yarn when I brought it home anyway. But it has a bunch of it has a bunch of cashmere in it, and so because of the way that brioche works, I was thinking that I would use it as the internal side of the sweater, because it's not my favorite color scheme either. It's like not bad. I've been planning to like try to knit something holding it double with a floof, but the way this cardigan is set up, you're supposed to hold 2 strands of figuring weight yarn double so that they can like play off of each other and be interesting together. And so I was just gonna hold something else that will like back it down a little bit with this. It's a yellow, teal, blue splotch kind of situation. And so yeah, something that's like more teal or just navy blue, something to like back it down but still be soft and be against my skin, I thought would be a great way to use up something that's been sitting in my stash and again like hanging over my head. Like I spent a bunch of money on this years and years ago, and I'm never going to make anything with it because nobody likes the colors. But if it's on the inside of my sweater, I think it would probably be fine. So I bought very specifically, I bought a super stash busty project. I haven't started it yet because obviously I've got other stuff to do. Do I have any gift knitting for Christmas besides the socks that I'm working on planned? No. I don't know what I want to do for Christmas for my beloved people this year. I still just kind of want to go back to bed. I don't know. Are you guys having this problem? Look, I don't know if you can tell. Look, it got dark out while we were talking. It goes fast. So in light of probably how not great my lighting is now, I think it's time for me to say goodbye to you. Thanks for checking in with me, friends. I know that I was MIA. I'm gonna try to upload both of these videos. I think that being a self-confident woman is not something that needs to be kept off the internet. Just like being a whatever this is, a slightly less pleased with myself human. I mean, things are pretty great, honestly. I have food and water and love and health and housing. And lots of cars driving by. So I hope that you are doing well. I don't know if I will have another video before the end of the year. I'm not a Vlogmas person because either I'm at work and it's a HIPAA violation, or I'm at home and like I want to use my phone for other things. And this I film on my phone. So like, how am I supposed to Vlogmas myself? And what am I going to do? Me not wanting to get up in the morning, getting my kid out the door, and then just sitting and doing nothing. It's like my favorite way to spend a day off. I'm reading, I'm knitting, I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm watching TV, I'm eating junk food, I'm drinking wine. Sometimes I cook. Most of the time I avoid it. I don't know, man. So if this is my last video for this year, then Happy New Year. I'll see you next year, maybe. I love you. Take it easy.